Hey lovely yogis, welcome to this yoga practice with me, Amy, your yoga teacher for the day. Whether you're new around here or you're one of those amazing people who views every video and who always leaves a comment, I'm happy to have any of you here with me. This is going to be a grounding vinyasa flow. So for those days where you want some movement, you don't want to be super duper chilled, but you don't want it to be mega fiery either. So finding that sweet spot, staying fairly low to the ground throughout the practice. Before we get started, a final request from me is that you like this video if you get to the end and you enjoyed it. If you leave a comment letting me know what you thought of it, that would be amazing. And if you have not already subscribed, I would love if you could take a second to do so. We will begin today's practice lying down on our backs in a Shavasana position. So slowly, gently lowering yourself down, letting the feet drop out wide, softening the hands down with the palms facing up to the sky, fingertips curling in towards the palms. Find some length through the back of the neck, maybe tucking the chin in ever so slightly. Maybe you shimmy the shoulder blades in towards one another, creating a little pillow for your heart to rest on. Maybe you lengthen the tailbone down towards the heels, lengthening the entire spine. We'll take a body scan here, all the way from our feet to our head. So beginning at the soles of the feet, draw all of your awareness there. What sensations can you feel in your feet? They might be very subtle. They might be strong, maybe there's a warmth, a coolness, a tingling. Bring the awareness into the ankles, the calves resting on the earth, the shins gazing up to the sky. The space behind the backs of the knees, the thighs feeling soft and heavy, the glutes pressing into the earth, the pelvic floor. Is there any tension there that you can let go of? The lower back, maybe it's pressing into the earth, maybe there's some space beneath it. The belly rising and falling with each breath. The ribs moving apart from one another and then back together. The chest, maybe you feel the heart beating. Maybe you feel the lungs filling with air. The collarbones shining up to the sky. The shoulders rooting down into the earth. The arms feeling heavy. The hands, maybe there's some tingling there. Can you feel each individual finger curling in towards the palm? Moving back up through the arms, into the neck, the jaw. Is there any tension there that you can let go of? Maybe wiggling the jaw from side to side. The cheeks, are they soft? The eyes, is there tension in the eyelids, in the eyebrows, in the space between them, in the forehead? The crown of the head, everything relaxing. Can you bring your awareness now to your whole entire body? Is there any area in particular that's drawing your attention, that's still clinging on to tension? And it's through attention that we dissolve tension. As you are ready, draw the right knee up and in towards the chest, interlace the hands around that knee, draw that knee from left to right across the body. And then draw the right knee over to the left, drop that knee down towards the earth, open both arms out wide into a T shape, backs of the hands pressing into the earth. Lift the chest slightly and then draw the left shoulder even further up towards the sky and the right shoulder even further down towards the earth, and then soften back down. Maybe finding that you've deepened into the twist a little bit more. Bring the right hand to meet the left, so turning yourself over to the left hand side. Breathe in, breathe out. On your next breath in, open the right arm all the way over to the right hand side like you're opening a book, and then breathe out, close that book, bring the hands together. Inhale, open the book. Exhale, close that book. One more time, inhaling open and then staying here for one more breath. As you're ready, come back through centre, extend the right leg out long, draw the left knee in towards the chest, interlace the hands, give that leg a little wiggle. Draw the left knee over to the right hand side, open the arms into a T. Once again, lift the chest, draw the left shoulder down, lift the right shoulder up, and then surrender back down, deepening into the twist. Bring the left hand to meet the right, close the book as you exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, close the book. Inhale, open that wingspan. One more time, closing. Deep breath in, open, and take one more cycle of breath here. Come back through centre, give both knees a big squeeze into the chest, rock yourself from side to side, massaging through the entire spine here. Bring the hands onto the knees if they're not already, rock yourself backwards and forwards a few times. Building up some momentum and then rocking yourself up, landing in Malasana at the top of the mat. Bringing the toes to point out at an angle. Heels might be lifted from the mat or they might be grounding into the earth. Press the elbows into the knees into the elbows. Draw the shoulders back, lift the chest forwards. Feel the parts of the body that are connecting to the earth, drawing up that energy from your surroundings. Place both hands on the mat, ground down through the right foot, step the left foot all the way back into your lizard. Keep the back knee lifted. As you inhale, drop the belly, drop the hips down, lift the chest. As you exhale, press the floor away, round the spine, straighten the right leg. Inhale, sink it down. Exhale, press it back. One more time, inhale to sink. Exhale, press it back, hold here for a moment, drawing the chest down to the inside of that right thigh. Inhale, drop yourself back down, swivel onto right side Skandasana, pointing the left toes up towards the sky, drawing that right knee and the right elbow in towards one another, once again finding that dynamic opposition So instead of just pressing the knee open, we press the knee back into the elbow, finding some engagement here. As you're ready, drop the bum down onto the mat, grab hold of the right ankle with the left hand, sweep the right arm all the way up and over. Maybe it reaches for the left foot, maybe it doesn't. Whatever option, whatever shape you're in, send the breath into the right side of the body. On your next breath in, come all the way upright, come onto the ball of the left foot, swivel yourself to frame the right foot, ground down through both hands, step it back to plank and lower straight down onto the belly. Inhale, lift the chest, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. One more time, inhale to lift, exhale, lower. Tuck under the toes, press yourself back into a child's pose, and then lift the knees, straighten the legs, downward facing dog. Once you get into your downward dog, take a moment to just wiggle around, feeling into the hips, the shoulders, the legs. Really pressing the hands into the earth, not just collapsing into the shoulders. On your next breath in, come up onto the toes, bend the knees, then either hop or step forwards into your malasana. This time ground down through the left foot, step the right toes all the way back into your lizard. Inhale, drop the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, straighten the left leg, round the spine. 2 more. On your last one, pause with the legs straight. Take a full cycle of breath here. Inhale, drop yourself back down, swivel around into Skandasana. Keeping the chest nice and lifted here. Sit yourself down, grab the left ankle with the right hand, sweep the left arm up and over for the side stretch, keeping the left shoulder and the left hip in one line, not collapsing forwards or backwards. Inhale, come back up. Frame that front foot, pivot onto the back toes, step it back to plank, lower down onto the belly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. One more, fill those lungs. Empty those lungs and then press yourself back to child's pose. Inhale, round yourself forwards into a high cobra. Exhale, wave yourself back, child's pose. One more time, wave it forwards. Press yourself back. Tuck under the toes, lift the knees, straighten the legs, downward facing dog for 1 breath. Inhale to prepare. This time, exhale, step, hop, float forward into your Uttanasana. Grab hold of opposite elbows with opposite hands. Sway yourself from side to side. Bend the knees as much as feels good in your body. Inhale, flat back, press the hands into the shins, into the thighs or into the earth. Exhale, fold. Plant both hands on the mat, Ground down through the right foot, step the left foot back, drop the left knee down. Left foot can be flat or the toes can be tucked under. Make sure the right knee is stacking over the right ankle. Draw the right hip back in space, draw the left hip forwards, and notice whether you're collapsing your belly down onto that right thigh. Try and find some lift and some engagement here. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, straighten the front leg, windmill the arms behind you, fold down, half split. As you breathe in, bend the knee, sweep the arms up overhead. As you breathe out, straighten the leg, sweep the arms behind you. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Fold over that leg and hold. Maybe walk the fingertips all the way towards the front of the mat, or maybe keep them close in towards your body. Inhale, rock yourself back forwards into a low lunge, plant the hands on the earth, bring the right foot in towards the left hip, drop the right knee down by the right wrist, softening down into pigeon. Just for a moment, reach the arms all the way behind you to the back of the mat, strengthening through the spine. Inhale here, exhale, fold. Inhale, lift, fly, spread those wings. Exhale, fold over that leg. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold down and soften. You might stack one hand on top of the other to create a little pillow for your head. You might walk the hands over to the right hand side, coming into a twisty pigeon. You might extend the arms out long. Just take whatever version works for you. As you are ready, take a deep breath in, draw yourself back upright, tuck under the back toes, lift the back knee, step back into your low lunge, and then bring the left foot to meet the right. Have a little wiggle in your forward fold. Take a moment and notice if there are any differences between the legs. Does one feel more open than the other? Does one feel more light or heavy or loose? No right or wrong, just taking a second to observe those differences. Ground down through the hands and the left foot, step the right foot back, drop that knee down. Once again, check in with your alignment, check in with your engagement, scissoring those thighs together, lifting the chest. Inhale, sweep both arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, windmill them behind you, straighten that front leg. Inhale, sink the hips, lift the arms. Exhale, straighten the leg, windmill the arms behind you. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana and hold. Taking whatever arm variation you fancy. On your next breath in, rock back into your low lunge, bring the left heel in towards the right hip, drop the hips down, drop the knee down, reach the fingertips to the back of the mat as you inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, fly, exhale, surrender. One more time, inhale, exhale, softening over that leg. Maybe you come into a twisty pigeon, walking the hands over to the left. Maybe you come into the classic pigeon shape, settling in for some moments of stillness. Feeling all the parts of the body that are connecting to the earth. Maybe you can feel the breath being reflected back from the earth towards you. Maybe you can hear it more clearly. As you are ready, draw a deep breath in as you draw yourself back upright. Frame that knee, tuck under the back toes, lift the back knee, step into a low lunge. Right foot comes to meet the left, Uttanasana. And once again, noticing any differences between your legs. Maybe they feel a bit more similar now. Maybe there's still some differences. Ground down through both hands, step one foot at a time, back to plank, lower straight down onto the belly and straight away roll over onto your back. Landing back in Shavasana where we started, draw the right knee up and in towards the chest. Once again, take some wiggles with that knee. And then draw the right knee over to the left. Opening the arms like a book. This time just settling in for some stillness. Noticing if this feels different from how it did at the start. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Maybe the breath is travelling to different spaces. Maybe the breath is slower. Maybe the body is more relaxed. Maybe it's more tense. Maybe the mind is more still. Just noticing. Unravel back through centre, give that right knee one final squeeze and then switch legs. Right leg out long, left leg into the chest, give it a little wiggle around from side to side before gently guiding it over to the right hand side. Unravel, give both knees a nice big hug, feeling the entire spine rooting down into the earth and then extending yourself out into your Shavasana. As always, I encourage you to make whatever shape you feel like making for your Shavasana. And I will invite you to take a body scan like we did at the start, but this time guiding yourself through it, doing it in silence, taking your awareness up from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head, noticing any sensations, any tension, noticing the breath flowing into certain spaces. So I will let us rest for a few minutes together in silence. If you feel like hanging out in Shavasana for longer, that is always very much encouraged from me. If you are ready to move on, bring some gentle movement back to the body and then use the earth to support you as you press yourself slowly back up to a comfortable seated position. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Notice the parts of the body that are connecting to the earth and bring this awareness with you throughout the rest of your day. Whether you're walking somewhere, sitting somewhere, lying somewhere, finding that connection, staying rooted and grounded into the current moment. Thank you so much for choosing to share your practice with me today. If you enjoyed that, like I said at the start, I would be so happy to hear from you in the comments, to get a thumbs up, to let me know that you enjoyed it, and of course to subscribe so that you can practice with me again soon. Come say hi on Instagram as well, the link will be below. Have a wonderful day.